Nippy to the 2X1 coming live at you saying what's crack a lack on. You like my rhyme? That was stupid. Oh well. Yeah, it's late. Father's Day. Probably going to be putting this up late. Um, ain't got many subscribers anyway, so. Yeah, just wanted to get some my Father's Day experience out. Wanted to put a video up about that. Um, that thing I did about the E3 and all that, and how I just recorded them, and I didn't even edit those. I'm not going to be doing that a lot. I'm going to be editing. I'm going to, I'm learning how to do this stuff the best that I can. So, yeah, and right now, like I said, I'm doing it out of my wiggle, doing it out of my Jeep because I don't really know what other place to do it. I'm in a parking lot right now. House is too small, you know. Well, anyways, hope everybody had a happy Father's Day, and to all the real fathers out there, happy Father's Day. And you know who you are. Your kids know who you are. Just because you had a baby don't make you a mommy or a daddy. Believe that. Whoa. This is how I found out I was going to be a daddy. I don't know if a lot of y'all, some people out there, there's people that are born right now that have access to this stuff that are old enough, and they don't remember September 11th. But that was a big day, and that was a big time that happened. Um, I remember it. I remember seeing the news, and I remember seeing everything that went on there, and I remember how it felt. And me and a couple of my friends, we were going to go join the Marine Corps. And I didn't join. There's a reason to it. I'm getting to that. They did. We went to the recruiter's office, and I remember I came home. I live in an apartment with I guess she's my wife now. This person's looking at me. Go away. Bye. Who dude? I did that with my mind. They left. Um, Mind powers. I remember I came home and I told her we're standing in the kitchen in our apartment that we had at the time, and I told her, I said, look, I got some news to tell you because I knew it was going to be big. I knew I was going to war. I didn't know exactly what I was going to be signing up for, but I knew I was going to be heading to war. And I knew there was a big possibility I might not be coming back. For all of you that served, man, thank you. But, so she said, well, I got big news too. And I'm thinking to myself, well, okay, I'll be a gentleman, man. Ladies first, You go ahead and tell me your big news. And she said, I'm pregnant. And it was like, I don't know if you remember those sound bites with the record skips. Yeah. I was stopped. I was just, well, all of a sudden my news didn't seem so big. Because I had a lot going through my head at that time when she told me that. Because I didn't know my daddy. I don't know my dad. And I did not want to go to war now and not possibly come back and my son not know his dad. So I remember the recruiter even came over to my house. He was trying to get me to sign up, and I told him, man, I can't do it. There's no way. Even though my friends went, they came back. Some piece of them are still over there, but they came back physically. I couldn't do it. I did not want my son to grow up not knowing who his dad was. I didn't want something to happen to me and then he'd be fatherless, because I know how that feels. And I didn't want to put him through that at all. So basically, I was raised pretty much with my grandparents. So I already called my grandfather, told him Happy Father's Day. He's been the father figure in my life. And I always wanted to meet my dad. There was always this want to like get to talk to him. Maybe I thought I was older, I'd go drink some beers with him or something, and we would shoot the shit and figure out, you know, hey, da 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 da. You always have this thing in your head, wondering what'll happen. And when my son was born, I was there in the room. I saw both my kids come into this world. I watched both my kids come in this world. That's an eye opener, tell you what. And I remember after they cut the cord and they wrapped him up, they cleaned him up, and they handed him to me. I'm holding on to him, and I got him. You know, I'm looking down at him, and let me back up a little bit. They had to induce the labor, and then his heart rate started to fall, because when they induced the labor, what happened was the umbilical cord got wrapped around his neck, and it was actually it wasn't good. But he was born naturally, not C-sections or cut or anything. He didn't want his mama to be cut. They really were going to bring her in there, and they had the knife, and they were going to cut into her, and then they go like, he's coming out. Hey, and they moved everything out of the way, and that's how I got to see everything happen. And you know, he was born in this world when he was damn good and ready, and to this day, my oldest still, he does what he needs to do, but when he's damn good and ready. So I had him, he was wrapped up, had him bundled up, and I'm looking down at him, looking at my son, looking at my child. And I remember thinking to myself at that moment, man, I know you're not supposed to cuss on YouTube, but I'm going to. Give a damn. I ain't got many subscribers anyways. I looked down at my son, and I said, fuck my dad. Just like that. I said, you know what, man? That son of a bitch, how the hell, while I'm looking at my son, I'm thinking, how in the hell could you just abandon your child? How could you do that? Never even talk to him, never even wonder about him. I don't even give two shits about him anymore. I never think about him. I never even want to meet him. I don't even care about him anymore. He could be dead and buried right now. I really wouldn't care. I wouldn't. You know, because I got my kid, and my kid's not going to know that. I got 2 kids now. And so that was the feeling I had. You know, I was proud of him. I was proud that he was there. He was my son. And he wasn't going to go through life without knowing his dad. Now, sometimes I bet you he wishes he would. I wish dad would freaking go away. You're bothering me. But, you know, I've always been there. Everything. Oh, spooky. There we go. Always been there. Everything I've ever done's always been for. Turn these lights back on, man. It's ticking me off. There we go. Everything I've always done has always been for him. Okay, y'all shut up. Jeez, Jeep. I didn't really care to know my dad after that day. I realized that my grandfather was there for me, and he was the male role model in my life, and that was important to me. We couldn't be further apart. Way 2 different personalities, but you know, it's just the way it is. You know, thankful for everything that I got. Thankful that I'm able to hold on to everything. Pretty much things that I have. That's my Father's Day thoughts. Cheap thoughts. Keep doing that. And yeah. I don't know where's my hat? Don't have my hat on. Always wear my hat. I love that damn hat. I love it so much I gave it a name. The hat's name is Joe. Name my hat Joe. Well, yesterday it was 101 degrees in South Texas, and Joe got the stank. Joe's in the wash. That's where Joe is. Washing Joe. I noticed some YouTubers, they like to put music and stuff in the back of their videos. I don't know if I touched on this already, but I'm not putting music in the back of mine right now, the background and all that, because I kind of want this to be like the natural sounds and everything. So I kind of got the Bluetooth going too, because I realize that you can hear me better when I do that. So, I just kind of want to be. It's like a one-on-one, like I'm talking to you, like we're in a car, man. We're having a conversation. Although you can't talk back, you can type in the comments, but you can't talk back. Well, that's gonna be about it, guys. Nippy 2X1. Telling y'all keep it cracking. Latest. I'm doing this because the button's over here to turn it off. I think I should just go like latest and then fade out.